And who doesn't want to be Jean-Claude?
That's my dream. I mean, I wake up being like, damn it, I am not Jean-Claude Van Damme today. That's how I wake up every morning. Hey YouTube, and welcome to River City Pickups. This is World 1-6, our 6th episode for the pickup videos. And yeah, we're just going to, of course, show off some stuff we picked up recently. Now, like I mentioned in my last one, my pickups are a bit slow, so Ed's going to be taking another big lead on this one today.
Alright, so again, on the pursuit of finishing off the SNES collection, I've got one that you won't see the label on the front, it's all on the end, but this is Dungeon Master. I don't know if you've ever played this game or not.
Not really, no.
It's a dungeon crawler, first-person view, kind of like in the way that Wizardry was back in the day. Not that bad of a game. It's decent. Really.
It's kind of a niche genre sound.
Yeah, and it doesn't
not
really,
for everyone, but
yeah, it doesn't really tell you what to do, where to go. You have to figure it out. So maybe not for everybody, but again, on the pursuit, may as well get it.
Oh, definitely.
Next is one that I'd never tried before. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, considering it was just a cheap game.
Yeah, definitely, and especially the company I'm looking at here. They've made pretty decent games in the past. They're kind of a hit-and-miss company.
Yeah.
Either they make a really crappy game or a really good one.
This one definitely isn't a grand slam, but it is Battle Blaze. It's a fighter. Not a great one either. That's probably why you probably haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
Not the greatest. It's just okay. Another one that's just going to fill up the shelves and help me get that much closer to the end of my goal. Yeah. Next, I've heard about, never played.
I've heard people love this game. I fucking hate it. I can't stand this game. I own it, and I'll never play it again.
It's really misleading with the title too. I'm not gonna lie. Like you don't expect it to be what it is, but it's Excalibur 2097. Not the greatest side scroller. No. It's okay, I guess.
I was admittedly very disappointed when I picked this up. Again, decent filler, obviously, because you know collectors like us want to go for as big as we can. But yeah, it's just an average game.
Definitely average.
Go for cheap if you can pick this game up.
Yeah, if you see it for anything more than $10, just walk away.
Yeah, definitely.
Just walk away.
Slowly back
away. Next on the list. Happy to get, just because I've always wanted to get all of the series.
Yep.
Advanced Dungeons and Dragons is the series I'm talking about, and the game is Eye of the Beholder. Never played this one before. Another one that's very dungeon crawling first person, so that's two dungeon crawlers that I always told myself when I first started collecting I'd never pick them up because I don't like the games.
Yeah.
But I am...
You never know, you might find one that might surprise you. You might find the gameplay works, they streamline it a little bit.
And then it gets me into these games, you know? Definitely. Like, there's got to be a reason people play them, right? So this one, I'm hoping, I've got high hopes for it anyway. I've been watching a couple Let's Plays to see what exactly it's about. I haven't popped it in yet. But I do like the stuff on Nintendo, the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons stuff, so...
so that was some of your NES stuff, Ed. Now next I'm going to go on to my next pickups here. Now these are two Wii games I picked up. Now, for anyone there who collects, obviously the Wii gets a lot of crap. There was a lot of shovelware on the system, and in general, it just gets a lot of crap.
I think there's a ton of gems on it, too, that people don't really talk about.
When I first started getting into collecting, that was actually the first system that got me into collecting. Buying Wii games, downloading virtual classics, and honestly, I would say there's definitely stuff to pick up there that's worth your time.
I think in general, the last gen systems always get a lot of shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it usually takes a generation or two before they start getting recognized as what they were.
Pretty much Nintendo will get the brunt of that.
Oh yeah.
It seems like they're always going to get hated on for being a kiddie system anyway.
Absolutely.
But no, these two games, and especially this first one, not kiddie at all. If you're a fan of Quentin Tarantino and those grindhouse type of movies, you know, from like late 70s, stuff like that, this is definitely a must-have, which is House of the Dead Overkill.
Nice.
So this is obviously first-person shooter in the vein of the House of the Dead series. Really good game, actually. Had a lot of fun playing this. And like I mentioned, the presentation is this like old, gritty 70s style movie. A lot of exploitation.
House of the Dead is a great series in general. And being on the Wii, it's perfect for that type of gameplay. You know, like having the point and click and using the motion controls. I think is something that would work well with this.
You would think so. Now, obviously, yes, you know, it does work well for what it is. Personally, I prefer light gun actual base peripherals.
Yeah.
They definitely feel a lot more solid, kind of give you more of a better experience. But this is still pretty good. Definitely for what I paid for, I'm happy with it. Especially since you're going to start seeing this stuff go in the bargain bins pretty soon.
Oh, very soon.
If not there already, definitely pick this one up because definitely worth your time. Now the next one here,
yes.
This is one we were discussing before we started the video. A lot of people hated on this game when it came out. At least the trailers that were upcoming for this game, it looked like a beautiful game.
Oh yeah.
It looked like a very excellent install in this next game in the series.
And without saying what it is yet, I think it's because people were expecting the evolution of this game.
I think so, yeah.
I really do.
So that game would be Metroid Other M. Now, if you have the chance to pick this up cheap, especially since it is really cheap right now,
yeah, $5 to $10.
Give it a try, because you know what? I was super happy with it. It seems to be a continuation of the Super Metroid storyline, which obviously one of my favorite Super Nintendo games. So to go back, relive that, and kind of get a different view of the last battle, especially in the opening presentation.
Really cool.
Really, really awesome. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. The only thing I would say is the controls. If I wasn't forced to have to use the 2D control pad for a 3D movement game,
yeah,
that kind of bugs it a bit, and that I could see why people would have the issue with it.
We have a bit of an issue with that aspect of it for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And like even looking at the back, there's no option to use a GameCube controller, a Pro controller, or anything else. So.
Unfortunately, not, because you have to go into those first-person modes every now and again, which needs that motion control.
True, but you know what? That could have been taken care of with dual analog sticks.
Yeah, pretty easily.
Which the classic controller does have. Same with the GameCube controller. So a bit of a miss on Tecmo. Actually, is the developer that made this.
Yeah, this isn't the original developers.
No, it's not. It's not Nintendo. They handed it off to a third party. So honestly, if you can pick this up, I would recommend it. Metroid Other M. Now, next one on my list here. Now, I'm actually super happy to have this. I did not expect this to be as good.
And we found an issue with the table in front of us.
We did just find the table. But you know what? This will work.
It'll be okay. Kitty, off the table.
So anyway,
there we go.
So my next pickup, again, really happy with this. Really big fan of this series, but I never played this game.
Now I see what you
mean. So it's an interesting game. It's Street Fighter the movie. Now it's just a loose copy I have right now. I'm gonna try and pick up.
That's a fairly rare long box. It
is, and I was actually gonna pick one up this weekend when I picked up my other games.
Yeah.
Ian, I hope you pick this up because I had to get turned down for this game.
You've got a lot of stuff coming. You're on the burner with a few things.
A little bit, yeah. So honestly, really fun. If you're not aware of this, it's basically Street Fighter 2 in the vein of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
It's a digitized actor version of the game, and the funny thing is, for the presentation loading up the game, you would think this game would be nothing like Street Fighter. It's exactly like Street Fighter.
Oh well, yeah.
It's exactly like playing the games. The moves are the same. Technically, the controls are the same. It's just Street Fighter, but in a weird Mortal Kombat style.
Yeah. You get to play Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Really great game. If you can pick it up cheap, which I did, picked up for I think about $10-15.
Very reasonable.
Yeah, definitely very reasonable. So Street Fighter, the movie, the game. So Ed, I think we're going to go on to the next couple ones here before I get to my final ones.
Yeah, actually my next one. I only have one more before my final.
Oh yeah, I guess you want to show. Yeah, definitely show off those two.
Yeah, those two are going together. But so the next one that I have, which I was unaware that this was actually a sequel to an existing NES game. I just picked it up on a whim because there's no indication that it is. But that is The Moffat Conspiracy.
Which is, of course, a sequel to Golgo 16, Top
13,
Secret Episode.
13.
Oh, Golgo 13, Top Secret Episode.
Yeah, Top Secret Episode, which is an excellent game in its own right.
Oh, definitely.
I still haven't gotten a chance to try this yet. I just recently got it, so I haven't popped it in.
Personally, I played this as a kid. I actually played it with my cousins a lot, and I fucking love that game. It's a really good side-scrolling type shooter, almost in the vein of like Mission Impossible.
Oh, nice.
Impossible Mission.
Impossible Mission, yeah.
On Tengen. So really good game. Really like it. Obviously, a better upgrade to the original game on the Nintendo. Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to giving it a shot. So.
Good game to add to the collection. Now, next one I have here. Yes, this is one I've heard really great things about. I've actually never played it. I think I remember seeing it back in the day, but just never got around to it.
I've seen it a whole bunch. Like, I've seen this cover a million times.
Yeah.
I never even read what it was. I didn't care enough to read it.
And it usually goes for pretty hefty price. Pretty glad I picked this up for what I did. Probably paid around $30 for it.
Not bad.
And that would be Rival Schools on the PlayStation. Now this game, if you don't know, it's a 3D fighter, kind of in the vein of like Virtual Fighter.
Yeah, Virtual Fighter with a better graphics system.
Better graphics, better controls.
I think almost closer to Soul Calibur.
A little, well...
The later series of Soul Calibur, where you get to pivot around.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, yeah, no, it definitely has that aspect to it. And really good fighter, really tight controls. Pretty much, if you know Street Fighter combos, you know how to play the combos in this game.
One real cool aspect that I like about this game is that it is based on the name Rival Schools, that if you choose two characters that are from the same school, it continues a storyline during it, which is an interesting concept that I've never seen before. And
also, they did something really cool here, because this technically was an arcade game first. They actually have 2 discs. First one would be the arcade port, which is perfect port of the game. And the other one would be kind of a New Game Plus type version of the story. So yeah, really good game. Really had fun with it. I was actually playing it today. Really good fighter for the system.
It's really great when companies go out of their way, especially something like Capcom, who's been known to do stuff like this and give you that little bit of an extra push with the game itself.
Although, admittedly, have we heard anything about Rival Schools since? I mean,
true.
It might be a good time for a reboot.
Maybe. Hey, that's Capcom if you're listening.
And we know you are.
Because you have nothing better to do than to listen to these two schmucks, right?
Well, they're not really doing their jobs anyway. So.
they're definitely
kind of why they're getting sold, but yeah.
But yeah, this is a good game, and if you get a chance to play it, give it a shot, because it's highly recommended. My first pickup of the week, because that was your first pickup of the week, we both have 2 this time.
Technically, yes, this one will be double.
My first is... I don't know what to say about this. It's
bad. Just admit it.
It's bad. It's a bad game. It is. I'm happy to have it though, because I kind of go for reproduction carts. Like I enjoy getting.
Now, are you a fan of this cartoon? Or...
Oh, I'm a huge fan of the cartoon. I do like Generation 1, and if that didn't give it off, Transformers. This game is
obviously it's a repro.
It's a repo, yeah, of a repro of the original Famicom game translated for us. This is balls fucking hard. I died 6 times within a minute. It was insane. Like you die faster than the rebooting screen.
It kind of puts Silver Surfer to shame.
Yeah,
it really does. I played it on an emulator. Just had to give it a try, especially seeing the Angry Video Game Nerd review about it, and that's one that deserves that review.
Yeah, usually I disagree with the Angry Video Game Nerd's reviews because it is a character and he's angry and he's trying to be angry. But this is justified. This game is fucking hard. Like really, really, I can't stress fucking hard. Glad I got it though.
Yeah, it's there. It's definitely there.
It exists. It can't not exist now.
Well, it should exist. I mean,
I don't think so.
We can do things. We can. There's firecrackers. There's burning. There's lots of different options. So either way, decent pickup for the collection. Now this is my final pickup of the week today. Now this one I'm super happy to have. Unfortunately, I had to sell this about 1.5 years ago when I was kind of broke. I'm sure any collectors out there have had to maybe do the same thing with some games in their collection.
Always sucks when you have to do something like that.
It does, and you know what? If it needs to be done, just do it and try to find it later. Like
it almost becomes a quest to get it back.
And this was a quest I've completed. I'm happy. And that game is Mega Man Legends 2.
Very nice.
Now, I gotta admit, I'm not a huge fan of the Legends series. I'm more of a giant Mega Man fan. I love that game, and I really want to have a complete Mega Man collection. So just happy to have this. And you know what? Realistically, I haven't even put in a lot of time to Legends, so I might even just have to go and just give it a good try. Play through the first one, play through the second one. Really get a good feel for it.
All my friends, when those came out, were just right into those games, and they loved them. And I wasn't one, because I was a side-scrolling, fight your robot bosses, and just get to Wily stage Mega Man. I wasn't really into the RPG style Mega Man game. I was into RPGs, just not the Mega Man games.
Well, for me, I really was never into RPGs until later in life. As an adult now, I definitely appreciate the genre. So yeah, no, I just have to kind of, again, hunker down and really give it a good shot. So yeah, definitely happy to have this back, and it will not be going anywhere now.
Nice, nice. So speaking of Mega Man,
yes.
This is my pickup of the week, and
definitely a good pickup. I'm jealous of this one.
I'm gonna have to thank the Canadian Zangief.
That's a good one, actually.
Yeah, the Canadian Zangief. Jason, Thank you very much, because he helped me with the Transformers game, and he helped me with this, which is another repo cart.
Yeah.
We don't give a lot of love to this system.
No.
We don't.
No, we don't.
And it's not that we don't like it. I love this system. It's a great system. It's got many good games out there. It's just
you kind of hesitated a bit, but yes, there are awesome games.
There are
in this.
some awesome
I love
games.
this system, and it's just we haven't really picked up a lot of this, so that's kind of why we haven't brought up the system yet.
it's always on the back burner.
We're rectifying that today. So
And that game
yes,
is Mega Man: The Wily Wars.
yep.
Awesome game. It's a remake of the first 3 Mega Man games.
Plus an extra, there is Dr. Wily's
Tower.
I believe. Yes. So this is a 16-bit.
3 extra robots that you fight, right?
Yep, and pretty much the awesome thing about the tower section is you can pick any of the power-ups you want to choose from all 3 Mega Man.
From the first 3, which is super, super cool.
Yeah, so awesome pickup.
I still haven't really played it yet, because I've had this for now in my possession for 2 days, so I've had to work the past 2 days, but I cannot wait to dust off the Genesis and plug it in.
And you know what? A lot of people kind of crap on this just for the fact that it sounds different. You know, obviously the Mega Man games are known for their amazing soundtracks.
Yes.
In terms of gameplay, it plays exactly the same. But in terms of the soundtrack, I actually like a lot of the renditions in the 16-bit form. It's different. It's unique. Definitely worth a listen if you're actually.
It almost seems
soundtracks.
smoother, because I did actually look at some videos on it and got to hear the music on it. It seems like a smoother sound to it musically.
A little bit, yeah.
It doesn't seem so jarry or high pitched as the older ones. But that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, they definitely bring some of the tones out. I know what you mean about that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's a good game. I absolutely happy that I got this. So Jason, thank you very much. He's apparently starting up a channel soon, so keep
awesome.
an eye out for the Canadian Zangief. You heard it first here.
River City Pickups exclusive.
So yeah, keep an eye out for him, and we'll definitely put a link in whenever he gets something out. So yeah, we'll
Jason's a good guy, so
very
happy to promote him when he starts up. So
do you have a question for our viewer audience this week?
yeah, definitely. Before we go, we always like to ask you guys a question. We want to get dialogue going between gamers, so definitely comment, like, and subscribe. But our question for this week is, what is your most hated enemy? So that can be either a little mini enemy, a boss, whatever you want to do. My personal most hate this thing, the Eagles in Ninja Gaiden. Now, obviously, these things are renowned for their bitchness, like these stupid things. When you're, streaking through Ninja Gaiden, going on an awesome run through, these little fuckers will screw you up more than anything.
I have been in the dick so many goddamn times by those assholes trying to jump over the I think it was the third level.
Dick might not feel that great.
No.
No.
I think it's the 3rd level right at the beginning. I can't get past it because of those fucking things. So I totally agree, and I have the same hatred that you have for them. Mine is not the Eagles, though. I fucking hate the ghosts in Ghostbusters when you're walking up fucking the stairwell.
The fact you got this far, Ed, is amazing. I would never even bother to get that far in that game.
It's talk about dicks.
Yeah.
These guys, oh my god, it's impossible. I've never ever been able to get past it.
It especially doesn't help that they shoot directly up, where they're like right in front of you all the time.
Yeah, they're always right in front of you. You can't get past. Apparently, you can use some fucking ghost bait, whatever the fuck that's supposed to be. But anyway, you use that, and as soon as it's off screen, they still come after you. So it's like, unless you have tons of ghost bait, there's no way that you're gonna get past it. So fuck those ghosts up their own dicks.
And always have that ghost bait. So definitely, that's our question. Please comment below as to what your most hated enemy is.
So that was World 1-6.
So thank you for joining us. This is Max.
And this is Ed.
And
we're always saying, never put down those controllers.
And always have that ghost bait.
Always.
That could be something. I don't know.